his fate.
So they're going to start to hear evidence on what the punishment should be. Our Justin Michaels is live outside a federal court in Boston with more. Justin, good morning.
Good morning to both of you. The death penalty has been called into question over the last few days by survivors and also victims' families. But as of this point this morning, before this all begins, it is still on the table as Dzhokhar Tsarnaev has been found guilty of all counts.
What role, if any, will victims' families' statements in the media have on a federal death penalty case? Time will tell, but today does begin the penalty phase of the Boston Marathon bombing trial. Monday, two survivors, Jessica Kensky and Patrick Downs, came forward echoing the family of Martin Richard, asking the federal government to drop the death penalty as an option. The Richard family had an op-ed in the Boston Globe last week. Kensky and Downs said, quote, "If there is anyone who deserves the ultimate punishment, it is the defendant. However, we must overcome the impulse for vengeance." NECN legal editor Randy Chapman says it's unlikely the government will change their tune now, despite what victims' families and survivors have said.
You don't want the jury to be deciding this case based upon the winds of public opinion. It should be decided based upon the merits of the case.
A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney put out a statement that says, in part, as U.S. Attorney Ortiz stated previously, she cares deeply about the views of all the victims and survivors. Those views have been heard, and as the case moves forward, we will do all that we can to protect and vindicate those injured and those who passed away. The government is prepared to move forward with opening statements tomorrow. Chapman says the defense could easily use these statements by victims and survivors' families to spare Dzhokhar Tsarnaev's life.
I think that they probably have been approaching the U.S. Attorney throughout the trial, throughout the guilt phase and throughout the penalty phase. As a lawyer, you're obligated to continue to pursue the interest of your client.
So opening statements begin here at Moakley Federal Courthouse at 9 o'clock this morning. Live at Federal